Hello traders, this is video number 2 and in this video I will teach you 3 important concepts that you will use in the future to trade successfully. First thing, I'll teach you how I draw my support and resistance level to place reversal and breakout trade. Second, I will also tell you how you can update them because the price moves and it breaks and then it reverses, and that is why you need to know how you can update these zones, because if you update them you can use them correctly. And lastly, I'll teach you why price moves in the upside direction, why price breaks a resistance zone, why price reverses, and why it breaks a support zone, because these concepts are very important and you guys will know what goes behind the scene when all these things happen. So let's get started. I want you to watch the video completely without skipping, because I'm sharing what I have learned in the last 10 years. So let's get started. First of all, let's understand how to draw a perfect support or resistance zone. So to draw a zone, you simply will take one line and place it on the wick, and second you will take and will touch the body of the nearest candle, and this is the nearest candle. So this whole zone is a resistance zone for the upcoming market. Similarly, when drawing a support, simply use the wick and the body like this. So this is our zone of support where the buying pressure exists, and this is resistance zone where selling pressure exists. By selling pressure I mean pending sell orders in large number, and by buying pressure I mean pending buy orders in large number, because then only the price will reverse. And let's take two more examples. So to draw a support, simply take the wick and then the second level on the body. So this zone is a support zone or a buying zone for the upcoming market. Similarly, here this is support and this is our support zone now. And that is how you can draw a perfect support or resistance level, by using the wick and the body of the nearest candle. And let me remove all. And so this is the wick and the body. So this is our selling zone, and you can see the price did reverse from this zone. So that is how you can draw a perfect support or resistance zone. Now comes the part how you can update these zones, because in this case you see that there are wicks that broke this zone, so we need to update these zones also. So let me explain you with some example. So let's take this example. Suppose, let's first draw the resistance. So this is our resistance zone. We have used the wick and the body. Now, suppose if after the reversal, price started moving up like this, and at the end it creates a candle like this. So we will say that this is a breakout candle because it shows a clear breakout. So we will count this as a breakout. Now, once we have a breakout, this zone is of no use because we have a clear break, and the selling pressure, the pending sell orders get filled completely, and that is why this candle was successful in breaking this resistance zone. So once we have a clear break, we will say that this is a clear breakout, and after that this zone is of no use. So you don't have to update these zones once you have a clear break. But in most cases what you will find that after the breakout, because it's a fake out, the market reverses again and close inside the zone. And once you have a closing inside the zone, this is not a breakout anymore, and now you have to update them. And how you can update them? Suppose if you have a wick like this. Now in this case, what you can do, you just use the wick and the body, and now this is your newly updated resistance zone. But suppose market was here, and after that it goes up like this, and the next candle it goes up like this, but it closes here and it created this wick. So this is also not a breakout, but in this case you need to update these zones. And how you can do that? Simply use the wick and the body of the nearest, which is here. So this is now your updated zone. So all in all, until and unless you have a clear break, you will keep updating the zone. And once you have a clear break, there is no need to use the same level, because if there is a breakout, which means all the unfilled sell orders have been filled, and you can now expect a breakout trade here. Or if market start reversing like this, you then will update this zone again, but this time you won't use this zone, because if you have a wick like this here, simply now you have a new resistance zone which is here, and this previous zone is of no use. So this is how you can update your resistance zone. Let's understand it for a support zone again. Suppose this is our support and we draw a level like this. So this is our support. Just ignore this future move. We are just talking about this situation in which the price is right now here, and that's why we are drawing this particular zone. This is your support zone. Now in this case, if you find that price started going down like this and you find a clear break, in this case you will say that this zone is of no use, and now you need to find another zone according to the market future price action. In this case, there is a clear breakout, but if this candle doesn't close like this, if it candle close like here, and then you have a wick rejection, what you will do? You will simply use the wick and the body, and then this is your newly updated support zone. Similarly, if price moves like this, it goes down, it breaks the level clearly, but the next candle comes inside like this, which means that this was actually a fake out, and you have this wick or this wick also. What you will do? You will simply update the zone like this, because this was not a clear breakout, this was a fake out setup. So that is how you can draw a perfect support or resistance zone, and you can update the zone. Now let's use these method to see if this works in the market or not. So in this case, let's draw our resistance, and this is the wick, this is the body, and this is our resistance zone. Now let's see if in future we have to update it or not, or we can use it like it's been drawn. Okay, and you can see here, market did respected this zone, the price did reversed, but right now a new zone is required because it's been broken by this wick, but it was not a clear breakout, and that's why we have to update this zone. And to update it, you simply use the wick and the nearest body, which is this. So this is our newly updated resistance zone. Now let's take another example, like let's take this example, This is the wick. This is the body. Let's see what happens in the future. And here, what you find? You find that this candle did expanded the zone. So what you will do? You will use the wick, because this candle broke the zone and it closes inside, which means you have to update this zone. Now this is our updated zone. Next candle also gave rejection from the same level, and the body is here. So now you have to update. So this is your newly updated support zone. Let's see. And in the future, it broke completely. Now there is a breakout clearly. So this zone is of no use now, because previous unfilled buy orders have been filled completely, and that's why you can say that right now you can't rely on this zone, and you need to find other strong zones to take successful trades. Because everything which was here, which was present here, the previous buy orders have been filled completely, and the selling pressure was high, and that is why the price moves down very strongly. So that's how you can update them. Let's take 2 or 3 more examples, because I don't want you guys to get confused at all. So to draw a resistance, simply use the wick and then the body. This is the zone, and you can see it worked here. And see, let's see what happens in the future. And in future, you can see no breakout in the upward direction. So you don't have to update this zone, but this is required because the body is important. And let's see, in the future, it broke completely. So this is a clear breakout, and that's how you can draw a resistance zone and you can update that. Now let's take one more example. In this case, this is a resistance, and this is our zone. Now this is a resistance zone, and let's see if we need to update them in future or we can use it as it is. And let's move forward. And here you see that the price reverses from this zone, and after that we get a clear break. Now once you have a clear break and the next candle also goes down and closes inside this zone, you will take this as a clear breakout, and this zone is of no use now, because all the pending selling pressure, all these pending sell orders have been filled, and you can't expect another reversal from this resistance zone until and unless new sell orders been injected in this zone. You can't confirm if in future this zone will have sell orders. So in this case, you will just remove this zone, because this is of no use now. In future market, the price may comes to this zone and then it can reverse, which confirms us that the previous selling pressure is gone, and now the price is actually, the traders are actually putting buy orders here, which means previously there were pending sell orders, but now the price is showing that now this zone holds pending buy orders, and that's why price is reversing. So at the end, if any zone is broken, whether it is support zone or a resistance zone, if it's broken, no need to use it again. And that is how you can update your support or resistance zone. But here comes the most important part, why we need to update them and why the price moves in the upside direction, why it reverses after hitting a resistance zone, why price moves in the upside direction after hitting a support zone. Because if you don't know what goes behind these charts, you won't understand the real things that are actually making this market move. And once you understand why this market moves the way it moves, you then can trade confidently, and then you will know how the price will move and where it will go in the future. And that is why I know that I can say that in the future the price will move to this zone. Like, you have seen me so many times telling you that after the breakout the price will move up to this zone, or if a resistance is broken, I will say that the price now will go to the next buying zone. This happens because I know what goes behind the chart. So let's understand the basic scenario why the price moves in the upside direction and why it moves in the downward direction. So suppose, let me remove everything. So you see that here the price did move very strongly in the upside direction. But why does the price moves in the upside direction? In any market, the basic thing that moves the price is because the price is moving to fill the unfilled order. It is going for the liquidity, which means that suppose let me open a OTC chart first. I'm just using this OTC chart to explain you the concept how the price moves in the upside direction and how it moves in the downward direction. So in the current scenario, you can see that the price is moving here. If suppose at this very moment we got around, let me type in around 1000 buy orders and 500 sell orders. What do you think will happen in this chart? According to me, the price will start moving in the upside direction. Why? Because these sell orders will get filled by these buy orders and we will still left with unfilled order, which are 500 in number. So to complete this target, the price will start moving in the upside direction because nobody is selling at this zone and all these sell orders have been gone and the transaction has happened on this chart. And let me clear. So to fill the unfilled 500 buy order, the price will start moving in the upside direction, and until and unless these 500 buy orders get filled, the price won't reverse. The price then will, suppose if this is a resistance zone and we expect that this zone holds around 600 sell orders, and because the price is moving in the upside direction to fill 500 buy orders and at the time when price hit this zone, in this whole journey we can expect, I'm just taking an example here, this is totally made up story. In this journey 300 pending buy orders will get filled and we will only left with 200 buy orders at this zone. And we are saying that because this is a resistance zone, new sell orders worth 600, like 600 orders are now waiting here to be filled as soon as possible, and as soon as the price moves to this zone, the remaining 200 buy orders will be executed instantly by these sell orders and we will left with 400 unfilled sell orders here, which will cause the price to move down because the number of buy orders are low, and to fill these sell orders the price needs to go down so that it can find buyers, because in current situation the buyers thinking that the price is too high and they will buy if the price goes down. So to fill the unfilled 400 orders, the price will start moving down, and that's how the price moves. So In simple terms, the price is moving up because the unfilled buy orders are high and price needs to fill these buy orders. Until and unless these buy orders get executed, the price won't reverse. And similarly, when the, as you can see, the price is moving down, which means that the number of sell orders are high, the number of unfilled sell orders are high, and that's why price is moving down to fill all these sell orders with the buy orders. And let me tell you why updating them is important. Suppose this is our resistance zone. Let me mark it. This whole zone previously holds a pending order. Suppose 2000 pending orders. Market reverses. Price again goes up with so many buy orders, and it was successful in breaking this zone on the first instance, but it was not a clear breakout. New sell orders, you can see new sell orders were introduced, and that's why the price reverses, which means all the unfilled sell orders which were present in this zone have been filled completely, and that's why this candle was able to break this zone, because the buying pressure was higher than the unfilled sell orders. But the price reverses because new sell orders were injected. Now what does it mean? It means this zone is of no use now because the previous sell orders have been filled, and those who were selling here are now gone and they are not anymore in the market. Or we can say that the selling pressure which was available because of this unfilled selling order zone is now gone, because all these orders have been filled completely. Now this is a new zone. Why? Because this is where the new selling pressure is introduced, and that's why market reverses. And again you can see that the market reverses from this very level. But does it reverse because of the pending sell orders, or is it reversing because of the introduction of new sell orders by the retailer by seeing this move? It is reversing because new sell orders were injected, and that's why updating a zone when it's broken is very important, or updating a zone when it's been broken half is also important, because once it's broken it means all the unfilled orders have been executed, and you need to update your zone, as the new zone is where the actual new pressure exists and the previous zone is of no use now. And that's why you update these zones, because once you update them, you now have a zone where you can expect that selling pressure still exists. I'm talking in the context of resistance here. You can do the same for support. When it comes to support, let me explain you also. Like this is a support level. Suppose we have 2000 buy orders, 2000 pending buy orders in this zone, and when the price again will reach this zone, we expect that these unfilled 2000 buy orders will make the price move up again if the selling pressure was not that high, or if the selling unfilled sell orders were not outnumbering the buy orders. So in this case, we are expecting 2000 buy orders hypothetically, and what you see in the future, you see, okay, the price doesn't move to this zone. Suppose, let's find other example. I don't want you guys to be confused. Okay, so this is a perfect zone. So let's draw a zone. So this is our support level. We are going to use this line only. We don't have to use any zone here. So this is a buying zone, which means that you expect that this zone holds hypothetically 2000 pending buy orders which are waiting to be executed as soon as market reach this particular level. And as the market moving down, it has 1000 sell orders. And as soon as the price reach this zone, 1000 sell orders will be executed with the 1000 buy orders here, and we will left with 1000 buy orders more. You can also say that by seeing this, previously we have 2000 unfilled buy orders here, and because I am a retail trader and I think that this zone holds value, I put 500 more buy orders here. So now we have 2500 buy orders in comparison to the 1000 sell orders. So after the reversal, we will left with 1500 buy orders here, which means that although the price reverses from this zone, the strength is getting weaker. This zone previously was stronger, but now after this reversal, this zone does not hold that much strength because the zone doesn't have that many pending buy orders, which means you can't trust this zone again and again until and unless new buy orders were introduced. And in the future, what you see? You see that this zone is being broken. What does it mean? It means the buying pressure which was present here have been executed, and now we have this last zone from where the buying pressure comes again. So now this zone is actually a buying zone, and we can expect market reversal in the future from this zone. And again, after that, what do you see? You see that this particular candle almost broke it, but we won't count this as a breakout. But still, you can say that the price was able to reach to this level, and after that it reverses, which means that all the unfilled buy orders which were present here, which were making the market move up, is now being filled, and you can't expect same reversal from the same zone. You need to wait for another zone to form or new pending buy order pressure so that you can take reversal. In this way, now you know that previously you were using this zone, and now this is our newly updated support zone which holds strength, and it can reverse the market. And that's how you draw support or resistance zone. That's how you update them, and that is the reason why you update them, because once these zones are broken by a wick, by body, it shows that all the unfilled buy or sell orders have been executed, and you need to find other zones so that if you have a breakout, you can trade accordingly. Because once you have a breakout, like in this case, if we update this zone, this is a clear break. Now this clear break means total domination. All the unfilled sell orders have been executed, but still the price is moving up, which means there are more buying orders, and the price needs to go up to fill all these pending buy orders. And that's why updating them is important, because once you update them and the market is still breaking these zones, it shows total domination, and it shows that the buying pressure is still high, and we are expecting the price to move up to fill the unfilled buy orders. So I hope you understand the concept. Let me summarize it one more time. Now the reason why price moves up is to fill unfilled buy orders. Price moves down to fill unfilled sell orders. When the buying pressure, the number of buy orders in the market are higher than the number of sell orders, the remaining buy orders pushes the price up so that a transaction can happen. Similarly, when price moves down, like in this case, when price moves down, it happens because the number of sell orders and the number of buy orders are not same. The number of sell orders are high, and the remaining unfilled sell order pushes the price down so that a transaction can happen, a trade can happen. And that's why price moves in the downward direction. when we have more selling pressure. So I hope you understand the concept very well. In the next video, I will teach you about my strategy and what is the psychology behind these strategies, because the psychology part is the most important. Now you know how to draw a strong support or resistance zone. And in the previous video, I have also taught you how you can take breakout trades, and based on these two videos I will now give you strategies so that you can trade effectively with them. I hope you don't have any doubt. If you have any doubt, let me know so that I can create more videos for you, because I want you guys to be a successful trader. I want you guys to understand how the price moves, why market moves in such a way, and how you can understand the psychology behind.